12 o'clock, we got Purdue, which sits at 1-1, traveling to Syracuse, which went 2-0 to start the year. This is a pick'em game on ESPN2, and I think this game has the possibility of being really interesting. Right? Because in my opinion, I've watched all the Big Ten West teams play this year. At least a little bit of them. I haven't watched too much of Wisconsin. Purdue might be the best team on that side. Now, there's an argument to be made. Minnesota also looks really good. But Purdue has shown a lot of promise. And offensively, they look good. And on that side of the Big Ten West, Wisconsin and Iowa, which are the teams that normally compete for that side, both look dreadful on offense to start the year. So it's a big win. If you're with Minnesota and Purdue, looking at it, you have a serious chance at this year to win the Big Ten West. Aiden O'Connell, through his first 2 games, obviously lost the heartbreaker to Penn State, and that one really kind of sucks if you're a Purdue fan, because you were very close in that game. Very close. But Aiden O'Connell, through his first 2 games, have gone 47 to... Sorry. Again, going through a cold, trying to record these and get these out to you guys on a grind set, etc., etc. Aiden O'Connell, through his first 2 games, has gone 47 to 78, threw for 576 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That's going to change at some point. The way how many times he throws slants. Devin Maccabee, which is a great last name, by the way, has had 13 carries for 78 yards and a touchdown, and Charlie Jones has absolutely killed it through the air, 21 catches for 286 yards and 4 touchdowns. There's a sign of worry, though, because you look at the other receiving options, they're getting nowhere near as many targets and nowhere near as many catches and nowhere near as many yards, right? It's significant, 100-plus less yards than Charlie Jones. And while it's great to have a great receiver, they're eventually going to start double-teaming that dude. And if you can't go anywhere else with that football, if you're Aiden O'Connell, you're kind of screwed. Garrett Schrader, Syracuse, by the way, has been a surprise to start the year. 2-0. Absolutely committed murder against Louisville in week 1. And then, forgot who they played last week, but they committed murder against them too. Syracuse, they killed UConn last week. So there's a dead Husky and a dead Cardinal at the hands of this Syracuse team. They're going to be a dead Boilermaker. Syracuse has been a surprise so far, and I'm honestly here for it. Garrett Schrader, throughout the first 2 weeks, has gotten 38 to 48, threw for 528 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. So we'll see if we get our first interception for either of these guys this year. He has a 79.2% completion percentage. Sean Tucker, by the way, Tucker, I hardly know her. 48 carries for 212 yards and 2 touchdowns for his first 2 games. Also leads his team in receiving yards, 10 catches for 101 yards and a touchdown. These teams have only played once before, in 2004 at Purdue, and Purdue won that game 51-0. So Syracuse has never scored any points against Purdue. We'll see if that changes this week. I think both these teams are really good. And I'm not super surprised by Purdue. I kind of knew they were good. Syracuse has kind of come out of nowhere. They were pretty bad last year. They were dreadful to watch. But Syracuse started out the year very strong. They look like a good football team. Now that could be just because you're playing Louisville and UConn. We're going to see Purdue's actually a good football team, so we'll see how they play against an actually good football team like the Boilermakers, and we'll see how they can handle it. I think this, obviously Vegas thinks it's a close game. I think this is going to be a close game, but in the end, I think the Boilermakers are a better football team, and I think they desperately need this win. I think they get it on the road in this close, tight matchup.